the word is very much misunderstood, especially in West. I don't want to talk about that way, but Tantra, I told you two paths are there. One is a path of logic, one is a path of devotion. That path itself has many layers. Simply saying that one is a pure form of Tantra, one is a dark form of Tantra, one is a moderate form of Tantra. Logic also has the same thing. Extreme logic, moderate logic, and the dark logic also there. So these all been used practically. I cannot simply explain it because it's a very vast subject. To know simply about Tantra, you have to understand its meaning in Sanskrit. Tanu trayate iti tantraha. The wisdom that protects your body mind is Tantra. It's all about Ayurveda, the ancient medical science also we called it Tantra. Astrology is Tantra. All this puja is Tantra. Dark practices of ours, like in the cremation, that's also Tantra. Also, as the West know, it's simply sexual practices. That's also Tantra if you practice it right. But all these things can lead you to very confusing state. So we don't directly practice it. We need a guru, a master, one who has gone through this. He has to guide you because it's the game of the electricity, the energy, the power, the Shakti. So Tantra is all about Shakti, the mind, and its terrifying power. But whereas yoga is forget about the power, forget about the Shakti, go back and sit in yourself. That silence is yoga. Vibrancy is Tantra. So our path is Tantra Yoga. So we have at the same time logical and the Tantric. You can go together, Shiva, Shakti. That's what Shiva is, that masculine principle, not physical masculine, the principle which is giving us stability and the principle which moves. In the physics, modern quantum physics, we have a very ancient beginning of that. There is something called the center, something called the wave. The wave and the particle. You know about it? The particle, the center. Everything has a center. You have a center. The whole universe has the center is there. From the center, the waves emanates. So if you play with that, scientifically if I say, if you play with that waves, we call it alpha, beta, gamma, theta, delta, all those things. No? If you know how to play with that, you are a tantric. But if you are centered, you are yogi. So if you use the tantra to center or use yoga to know the world, one way is that you go out from the center, one way is that from the outside extremities you come into the center. So Tantra is from the extremity to come. Yoga is from the internal to go out. This I can explain the simpler way. Then you have to know because it's very interesting. You have to get into it, you have to live in it, you have to live with the people about it. You will understand the psychology naturally, you'll understand the astrology, you'll understand the intellectual planes of the mind and all those kind of things. Whatever intellectual information, there are thousands of books, Kundalini Tantra and the subject you can see. There are various Tantra practices are there, like Nada Yoga, which is related to Tantra. The Nadi means breath levels, there is Tantra. Also the chakras and Kundalini practice are there in the Tantra. Various other ritualistic practices are there. So many things are there. And basically studying all this thing will confuse you more and more. But for intellectual information, academic knowledge, you can read any of the book, but you will not know. But it's very easy, no? If you begin to love the whole universe, love everything, you will begin to experience. Then read the books. Then you will find the right book. Nature will guide you. That is the real Tantra. Then in nature will take you to your real Guru. So Guru will wake up that tantric energy in you. That's the right way. Otherwise, if you read so much, ChatGPT is enough to know about Tantra, right? You don't need even book. You have so many options nowadays. YouTube, you will find thousands of people, but it all will confuse you. But if you're happy and see, you know what is right, what is not wrong, what is not right for you. That's the best way, I believe. Otherwise, it's too much confusion, too many information, too many lineages, as you said. It's all got mixed up. We don't know. Like in Vedanta, if you say Parabrahma, Whereas same thing in Tantra is a Sadashiva, it's the same thing. But we say, oh, who is on the top? Sadashiva on the top or Brahma is on the top? Is Jesus is bigger or Krishna is bigger? All these questions are useless. Every time there will be masters, and Divya Master you will find. Simply, directly, that's a practice. All I say is to be happy and be loving. Because you are in everything. Just understand this. You exhale, I inhale. I exhale, you inhale. So as we, all of us. So as all the animals, right? We all are breathing the same air. How can we be different? But this is a theory. Now you have to practice it. How can it be? Then you begin to be with the people. You begin to read their thoughts. You know that? If you can watch your breath, you begin to read the people's thoughts. Simply do some meditation. I'm just going to teach you simple things. And then after practice it. Simple, simple, simple. And complicated things are much unrequired. But simple things are very difficult to practice. Just to watch your breath is very difficult. Just to watch your thoughts are very difficult. So we need techniques. But techniques are not going to take you anywhere because you're already there. You cannot find yourself because who is finding? Who is searching? You are the one who is searching. How can you find yourself? I cannot lift a chair while I'm sitting here. So we are sitting in this body, we're thinking we are the bodies. You teach yourself any technique, you do any practice, you say I'm Brahmanda, nothing is going to happen. Maybe you'll have some hallucination. Maybe you'll have a schizophrenia. This is what's happening. So-called spiritual practitioners, tantric practitioners, yoga practitioners, everybody is having split mind nowadays. Why? Because we have a notion, idea. This is no idea. This is no experience. This is no imagination. Not even this is not a magic. This is so simple and so direct. While on the path you will find many magic, but you have to drop everything. So again, if I suggest you to go with the practice of love and happiness, and you will find the right book for you. Maybe my book doesn't talk about Tantra and all, my book talk about the life, but if you go deeper, if you can have settled mind, you will find a boy who has become a crazy boy, how he become a mad monk. Still he is mad. Still he is the same, no difference except this side turned into this side, or maybe this side turned into this side. I don't know how will you understand that, because we have two sides. So one side was behind, in front, that side turned back, the other side come up. That's all. You can't change a thing. But when you realize this, you will be in the center. That center is called yoga, and enjoying with that state is called Tantra. Being in relation with this world happily, that is Tantra in practice. Being centered in whatever situation comes is called yoga.